that is why he's not talking about Nnamdi Kanu. You know what, yeah, I think it's time for me to tell you people the truth and to let you people know what you don't know. You see, some of us are privileged to some information, but we just don't talk. Even though we know, we act like we don't know. We just keep on trying. Let's see if a miracle will happen. In the case of Nnamdi Kanu, he will most likely, listen to the word, Nnamdi Kanu will most likely spend another 20 years in jail. As a matter of fact, the original plan for Nnamdi Kanu is to be released when he's old, when he's weak and don't have any strength in him again to talk or to fight. What you people don't know is like this, right? The Eastern governors, the Igbos, the Eastern governors, they are the one, not just the governors, down to the elite, down to the rich Igbo men, down to the big businessmen. These people write letters. These people have meetings with security agencies and presidency that for no reason on planet Earth should they release Nnamdi Kanu. What is their reason? They claim that the Eastern region is at peace. But if they release Nnamdi Kanu, it will be a threat to national peace. It will be a threat to the peace of the Eastern region. Down to the big businessmen. I'm just telling you this thing. It's the fact. Down to the big businessmen. They say, no. We are okay now. We are doing our business. There's no problem. We have minor insecurity problem. Right? But it is better than when you let Nnamdi Kanu to come out. So Nnamdi Kanu, all these courts you are seeing, they go court, they good. Bro, all those things now just kamikaze. Do we keep on adjourning this case for like 10, 15 years? Now let me tell you the craziest part. Nnamdi Kanu, on the other hand, is not diplomatic. He's a fighter. He's a fierce fighter. He knows what he wants. And he does not bend to pressure. That's why even a few weeks ago, he even said it, that if he leaves the court today, say in the next few minutes, something will happen for the East. Do you understand? In the next few minutes, something is going to happen in the East. They are terrified. They are terrified. Bro, they are still doing sit at home. Because of this guy. They are still doing sit at home on Mondays. The government have tried to change the sit at home, but it's not working. Then imagine if you now let him come outside, where he has some core people that believe in his movement in the Eastern region. A lot of these big business Igbo men, they pay heavily. When you hear heavily, they pay heavily to make sure that guy don't ever see the dawn of day. He will be released. He will not be touched. They'll not go buy him. But bro, that man will be released when maybe my pikin don't reach like 15 years. Unless if miracle happen. Listen, unless if miracle happen. Unless if miracle happen. It has been designed to be there till his bone weeks. Business person, how many influential person from the Eastern region have opened his mouth to say free this guy? How many? How many influential? How many? Now, you complain. Oh, they are giving peace deals to terrorists in the north. Boko Haram, they give them peace deal. It is because peace deal, this is how peace deal works. The governor of the state can sometimes suggest, he go send people, do you understand? Go talk to these people, go talk to the terrorists. Say, Alpha, are you willing to lay your arm? This thing has been going on for a long time. Are you willing to lay down your arm so that you can just let everything go? Do you understand? That person goes to negotiate and come back. If it is a green light, the governor now go approach security agencies like the NSAs, come follow them talk. NSA will say, okay, since now your state's no wala. Then sometimes it is the NSA and the security agencies that then go come tell the governor, say, we need to do a peace deal. But in the eastern region, nobody is going to say, Mona, release this guy. Because they are all terrified. Do you understand? The popular names in politics in the east, the popular names in politics in the east, they don't want Nnamdi Kanu to come out. You know why? Because if this guy comes out, and maybe you are trying to be a governor, and he says you are not going to be a governor, he will not be the governor. Do you understand? Even though you will later be that governor, blood will spill. If you say you want to be president, and you say, don't be you want, you don't want you cannot lead the Igbos. It is you we want. Guess what? Your people, the attention, the support you have in the East will be divided. Do you understand? So, when that man is not talking about Nnamdi Kanu, that's not true. In the past, I have. As a matter of fact, there was one time I spoke about Nnamdi Kanu, I was called and I was warned. Yeah, but I still spoke about him. I was called and I was warned. I was called and I was warned. Omoyele Sowore have been arrested. What I'm telling you now, Omoyele Sowore knows. But he was hoping for a miracle. Just like every one of us that hope for a miracle. He risked it to hope for a miracle. That just in case, let's just try if it will work and they will release this guy. Sowore was just hoping for a miracle to happen. Okay, yes, maybe this miracle will happen. Let's try. Maybe we won't put a little bit of pressure. But he didn't know. I would say he didn't know. He knew he was going to be arrested. He was just trying his best. Do you understand? But guess what? We are not going to stop. We'll still keep on trying. But I'm just telling you, this is the original design. Because these governors in the eastern region are telling the president, are telling the security operative, are telling the NSAs, are telling the DSS, are telling the police, are telling the army that this guy is a threat to state peace, is a threat to national peace. You can never let this guy go. And him, on the other hand, Nnamdi Kanu ready for sale. Now I still let them know say, if I come out today, Aragagbandi ara unuki, Aragagbandi aragi, all of now, una go collect one after the other. So, like I said, this whole thing, it has been designed. All the court cases, so they adjourn the case for 10, 15 years. They will let him go. They will not touch him. They will feed him. They will clothe him. Anything he wants, he will get. If you want a phone, if you want a laptop, they give.
All right, wonderful people. Welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back updates and information. It is getting interesting. The King of Morocco has piqued interest in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. Of course, you can see that things are changing. Let's go down to that information. Breaking news, King Mohammed VI of Morocco offers rare earth materials in exchange for Nnamdi Kanu's release. He said, I want my name written in history, he declares. Are you seeing what is going on? King Mohammed VI, that's King Mohammed number 6 of Morocco, offers a rare earth material. This so that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can be released. Nobody knows whether what is this man is giving is diamond or emerald or gold, but it's a rare gem. He said that he wants his name to be written in the history, that he was among the people that fought for the release of Nnamdi Kanu and also that fought for the actualization of independence of the people of Biafra. Let's go to the full detail of the information. He said, I want my name written in history. And he now said, you don't deserve the Igbos. King Mohammed VI slams Nigeria. Offer rare earth deal for Nnamdi Kanu's release. His Majesty King Mohammed VI of Morocco has reportedly reached out to the Nigerian presidency, urging the immediate release of Mazi Kanu, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. The Moroccan monarch is said to have offered rare earth material resources Nigeria does not currently possess in exchange for Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. I wish to write my name in the history book for standing up for Nnamdi Kanu, a man history will never forget. King Mohammed VI said, I want to be part of that history, to be remembered as the African king who stood for justice and truth when others kept silence. I think this man is among human beings there are people who are known as pace setters. I think King Mohammed VI of Morocco is a pace setter. He's an outstanding leader. He's a good man. He knows as a king that justice should be done. Back in the days, you and I know that it is either the king or the monarch. That's how things are done. But let's finish the information. He said the king did not hold back his criticism of how Nigeria has treated the Igbo people, describing them as the foundation that still holds Nigeria together. He continued, Nigeria does not deserve the Igbos. They are the reason this country still stands. Yet, Nigeria fails to see that. Instead of honoring them, the nation punishes their courage. The Moroccan ruler emphasized that his call is not about politics, but about justice, humanity, and African unity. Africa must protect its own sons, not silence them. If Nnamdi Kanu falls, a part of Africa's conscience falls with him, he declares. Are you still a man of wisdom? This man said that the reason why Nigeria is still together today is because of ndị Igbo. And ụmụnne ndị mmadụ, onye fu nke bụ eziokwu ya kwuo, you will agree with me, there is no tribe in this nation that is more patriotic than ndị Igbo. No. There is no tribe in Nigeria that is more patriotic than ndị Igbo. Ndị Igbo are the pillars of this nation. They are the pillars of Nigeria. They are the ones that have been keeping this nation together. And of all these things, you still oppress them. And now, these people wake up one day, they said they want to go. Since you don't like us in your country, you don't want us to be together, we have contributed our own quota. Only Igbo, every Igbo man that is a billionaire has houses almost in all the states in Nigeria. Mostly Lagos and Abuja, and anywhere they are living. If an Igbo man is living in Taraba and he makes his money in Taraba, he will invest in his own state, in his father's land. He will still invest in the city where he lives. It is an Igbo man that will buy land. If you go to China, you go to India, you go to America, you see Igbo people where they bought houses. But other tribes don't do this kind of thing. They hardly do it. Other tribes don't do it. You can count places or buildings you will say that is owned by a Yoruba or Hausa man in the southeast. But go to Kaduna, you cannot count it. Go to Kanu, you cannot count Igbo man's house. It's not rented house, personal building. Go to Abuja, go to Lagos State. So why the operation against this particular tribe that have decided that the nation is going to be a better one, and they are the one that the other nation is very against, which is very, very bad. Now, this man has said, for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release, that as a king in Africa, he is not going to keep quiet. He is not going to keep quiet to what